Armor may seem like a pretty straightforward stat, but there's a lot the game doesn't tell you. For example, the armor value applied for each hit taken is a random roll between 50% and 100% of the armor value of the unit. The bare minimum is always 50%. The value is then applied as a percentage reduction to all non-armor piercing damage of the attack. So, what does this mean exactly? This unit of Chaos Warriors has 100 armor and the attacker has 21 base damage plus 7 armor piercing damage. Armor piercing damage always ignores armor and will apply here. So the most amount of damage the Chaos Warriors can take would be calculated like this. We'll go with 0.5, which is the bare minimum of 50%, times 100, which is our Chaos Warriors armor, which equals 50% base damage resisted. 50% of 21, which is our attacker's base damage, equals 10.5, plus 7 armor piercing equals 17.5 damage. So let's say your unit rolls 75% of its armor value, which is 0.75 times 100, again 100 being the unit's armor value, equals 75% base damage resisted. This is our average when we have 100 armor. So 75% of 21 equals 5.25 plus 7 armor piercing damage equals 12.25 damage. What happens when a unit rolls 100% against its armor value? In this case, it would be 1 times 100, which equals 100% base damage resisted. However, base damage cannot fall below the value of 1. Therefore, 100% of 21 will always be 1, plus 7 armor piercing damage equals 8 damage in total. Now, what happens when a unit has more than 100 armor? You are right in thinking that a unit cannot resist more than 100% base damage and must take at least 1 point of damage with every hit. At 100 armor, you will get an average of 0.75 damage reduction per armor point. With every point of armor above 100, that damage reduction will continually drop until you get to 200 armor. Here's a graph showing you how armor affects damage resistance up to 200 armor. Simply put, at 200 armor, a unit will resist 100% of the base damage with every hit, meaning it will only take 1 base damage plus the attacking unit's armor piercing damage with every hit. I've linked an extremely detailed report written by a fellow Redditor in the description below if you'd like to read a more in-depth explanation of how armor works in Total War Warhammer. See you next time. Toodles.